Hi everyone, it's Shalina from That Kinder Girl, and today I thought I would sit down with you and do a video that I had a request for. It was requested that I do a video of the top 10 things that I would ask pre-K teachers to make sure that their kids know how to do or make sure their kids are capable of by the end of their pre-K year. So I have a list and I'm going to go through those things now. I'll try to give a little bit of an explanation as I am giving each one, but some of them are pretty self-explanatory, so I really don't know how much explaining I will actually be doing. So these are my top 10 things that I would love for all kids entering kindergarten to be able to do. So number one would be being able to print their name properly. Now, I'm not really concerned about being able to write their first and last name, but being able to print their first name with a capital letter at the beginning and lowercase letters throughout the rest of their name. It's a struggle sometimes when you have to go straight into learning letters and letter recognition and letter sounds within the first month or two of school, and the students don't even know how to put their name on their paper. So if a student is attending pre-K or not attending pre-K and parents are watching this and want to know, one of the biggest things would be that they come to kindergarten and know how to write their name, how to write it properly, how to capitalize the first letter, and to be able to just write it neatly in a good fashion. Number two, all students coming into kindergarten should be able to name all 11 colors. They should be able to the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. They should be able to name pink, black, white, brown, and gray as well. So anything that could help them to be able to recognize and name those colors would be wonderful. It is a skill that's on our kindergarten report card, but is not part of our standards. So that's something that we try to test very early on in the beginning of the year. So if they came to kindergarten knowing those things right away, that would be a big help. Number three, students should be able to name their common body parts: eyes, nose, mouth, elbows, heels, ankles, waist, those kinds of things. Most schools, their kindergarten screeners have those things on them, and this should be something that they should be able to do. Number four is a big one for me. Students should be able to cut on a line, whether it's a solid black line or a dotted line. It is a wonderful thing when they can come to you and you can say, cut around this box, and they know exactly what to do. Cutting skills are so important because with everything that has to be taught in kindergarten, I wish that I had the time to sit with a kid and help them cut. But it's just one of those skills that if they don't know how to do it, they just have to learn by experience, and they have to learn as they go. And if parents or pre-K teachers could give their children scissor time at home with safety scissors and give them things to cut, lines, draw lines on a piece of plain paper and just have them cut the paper, zigzag lines, circles, squares, different shapes, just whatever you can give them to cut. Cutting is a big deal. Practice with those scissors. The more practice they get, the better they will be, and the quicker they will be able to catch on when they get to my classroom. Number five and number six go together. Coloring within the lines. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It's just very helpful when they know that their coloring should be in the lines and should be neat, and filling in all of the white space as they color. I know some kids just don't really like to color, and that's understandable. Some kids love it, some kids hate it. But if they know they have to color in the lines, it's much more helpful than if they just think they don't have any boundaries. And then number six that goes along with that is coloring things their proper color. Now I know giving kids the ability to use their creativity is a big deal, but when they're in school and they're learning how to write and they're learning how to draw and to explain what they're writing about, if they're drawing a tree, trees are certain colors. If they're drawing the sky, the sky is a certain color. And it is very important for them to be able to know that if we're writing about something in the real world, we don't color cows purple. We don't color trees blue. And we have to distinguish between the fiction and the nonfiction. And when we're writing, things that are real in reality have to be their proper color. So 5 and 6 go together. Number 7, as your child enters kindergarten, make sure that they are able to tell their parents or guardians' names, that they're able to tell their address, their phone number, and their birthday. These are skills that I know in our county that we mark off on their report card, but it's just things that we don't have time to go over individually with every student all the time. So if you're practicing your address, practicing your parents' phone numbers, and the way I always ask them is, can you tell me what street you live on and what your house number is? Can you tell me if we needed to call mom, could you tell me her phone number? And then what their birthday is, the month, the day, and the year, and then being able to tell their parent or guardian's name. Those are things that we check off on the report card, but like I said, things that we just do not have the time to cover in class. Number 8, this one is a big thing because I know that a lot of preschools and pre-Ks, and especially children that stay at home, this is not something that they're taught or something that is not stressed as much in each and every classroom. But being able to sit and listen to a story without interrupting. Now I know that there's times that on the rug we turn and talk, but that's when they're given permission. But students should be able to sit still, crisscrossed with their legs, hands still, mouths quiet, eyes looking forward, and being respectful to the reader. This is a big deal in kindergarten. And also being able to participate in that reading, being able to answer questions when it's over, being able to tell certain details about the story or talk about the illustrations. Those are things that you can practice at home. When you do that 20 minutes of reading every night or reading during pre-K, just have them sit, have them listen, have them practice that sitting still, and then ask them questions when it's over, and just see what they can remember. And that's a big skill that we need to know when they come into kindergarten. Number 9, being able to count and identify numbers 1 to 10. This skill counting is the biggest part of that. Kindergartners in our county have to be able to count to 100 by the end of the school year. So if they can start the year by being able to count to 10, we have started off on the right foot. Every year I have kids that struggle to get past 10, and if they would know how to count to 10 at this point when they enter kindergarten, that would be a big thing. Also, being able to recognize as many numbers from 0 to 10 as possible. Now, I'm not saying that they have to be able to do all of the numbers 0 through 10, because that is something that we cover in kindergarten. But the more that they know when they get here, the better that they will be. And number 10 is identifying letters of the alphabet. Students have to be able to recognize letters, uppercase and lowercase, out of order, in order to say that they have mastered their alphabet. And once again, like I said, the more that they know when they start, the better off they will be. Now, I know that every kid is not developmentally ready to learn every letter before kindergarten starts. However, if you can teach them the letters in their name, that is a place to start. Have them be able to recognize what letters their name has, and then that's that many letters that they've got under their belt. Also, uppercase and lowercase letters are required. So it's 52 letters total. Some of them are similar, the uppercase and the lowercase, others are not. So the more practice that they get with it, the better they will be. We always have our students watch, and we recommend to parents that the Leapfrog Letter Factory movie is the best video for them to watch to learn their letters. If you get that Leapfrog Letter Factory video and you let your child watch it once or twice a week, they will learn those letters in no time. So those are that is the most important one on that entire list, is as many letters as they can get in memory before kindergarten starts. The quicker they'll pick up the rest of the information that they're given. I really hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any other suggestions on things that students should know before entering kindergarten, you can comment below. If you have any other suggestions for videos that you would like to see from me, put those in the comments as well. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, click the red subscribe button to see more videos and never miss anything that I post on my channel. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys later.